This is Project 3B in the Go book for Excel 2010, and we're on page 393, objective number 5, and the first thing we have to do is start Excel, which I've already done, and we want to open population growth. Now I, for some reason, do not have that file, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type Control N on the keyboard. Open up a new file, and it looks like there wasn't much in the file. We're going to go down to the bottom of page 393 here. We're going to type in what they have, which is City of Orange Blossom Beach, and population, and it looks like these have been merged and centered all the way over to F. So let's go to our Home tab and let's merge and center, and we'll do this one here, do a merge and center, and let's see if we can figure out what this is. And I don't know, it looks we're going to do a title here. And we're going to take this one and we're going to do like heading 4, and that doesn't look the same as it is in the book, but that's okay. We're going to looks like they also do a control click here to select both of these, and it also looks like they did some fill here, and I'm going to pick one of these light gray fill colors, and again mine might be a little bit darker or lighter than theirs. The font looks a little different, the font size looks a little different, but I don't think this is all that important to what we're doing here. So it says leave row 4 blank, go to A5, type year, and press tab to move over to column B, and we want 1970. Press tab, and 1980. Now if you start two numbers, if you have a sequence where the difference between the numbers is always the same, you can select both of them and get your fill handle, and you can click and drag, and it will continue to fill in for you consecutive numbers, increasing by the same amount as the difference between these first two here. So this is increased by 10, this is by 10, this is by 10, this is by 10. And it also appears from the picture on page 393 that column A must be a little bit wider than that, so we're going to make it about twice as wide, or maybe a little bit more than that. And now our spreadsheet looks like this. And we want these to be bold. So click on the B or do a Control B. Now we're on page 394, item number 5. Let's go to A6. And we're going to type in a label that says population. Press enter. And then percent increase on A7. Go to B6. I'm going to put in some numbers here. Okay. And then it says select those, and we're going to do the comma style and decrease the decimal twice. So select those, select comma style, which gives me 2 decimal places, and then we're going to decrease it twice. And now that's what our data looks like. And now what we want to do is select the range from, click C7. I'm on number 8 now. C7 is right here, and I want to find out how much the increase was as a percentage. Well, the increase is just this number minus this. So my formula is going to be equals, and then I want to take this number minus this number. Okay, now that gives me, let's try that again. That's supposed to be B6, not B7. Okay, so it gives me the increase. But I don't want the increase. I want to know what percent that is. And to find the percent increase, you find the increase and then divide it by the original population. So I've got to find the increase here, do the subtraction first, and then divide by the original population, which is B6, and hit the enter key. And I'm getting 0.02. When they do it, they get, let's go to Let's go to general up here, and we should get the same number that they get in the book on page 394. And with cell C7 active, which it is, go to the percent button up here in the number group. We're on the home tab, and it tells us the increase was about 2%. And now what I want to do is I want to copy this formula. And I am not going to copy it again like it tells me to do on number 11. I'm just going to copy that formula over. And if you double click on it, it shows you that the green term is up 1 and over 1, and the blue term is right above. So if I copy that over, the green term is going to be up 1 and over 1, and the blue term is going to be right above, which is exactly what I want it to do. So I can just copy that across. And now if I just double click on any one of these, you see it's always the one above and the one to the left. Okay, so now we are at the top of page 396, and our numbers should match the numbers in the picture at the top of page 396. And now we're on activity 3.13, using the format painter and formatting as we type. So it says leave row 8 blank. Let's go down to row 9 and type projected future population. And we want to go to cell A3 here, and we want to click on the format painter. We want this stuff to look just like this stuff does. So just click on it, and it will copy the formatting, which includes merging and centering columns A through F, and a gray background and blue text in the heading 4 font style. Okay, it says leave row 10 blank, and in A11 type estimated growth rate. Leave row 12 blank, and in A13 type the word year. In A14 type projected population. Go to cell B13, type 2010, 2020, and we are going to go all the way out to 2050. Again, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to select and get the fill handle. Remember, you got to select both of them if you're doing a number sequence like this. And we want to make them bold. And our screen should now look like the top of page 397. Number 7 on page 397 is click B14, which is right here. And it says check the default format for everything is general, and we're going to type in 152, 126. You can type the comma in. We're just getting the number from up here, and hit enter. So I just looked at this number and I copied it in down here, although a smarter way to do it might have been to put an equal sign down there, referencing this cell up here. I would have put equals F6. Okay, now it tells me to hit the delete key and look up here and notice it keeps the formatting. It's still going to be formatted as a number. And it says without typing the comma, now type 152.126 again, and because it's formatted as a number, it retains the formatting. I didn't have to type the comma this time. And now we want to compare the number up here in B6 with the number down here, and there's a little bit of difference. There's a little bit of extra space here after the 1, after in 41 here on the right side, and down here there is not. And the difference between that is the number format versus the comma style format. Okay, So this one down here is formatted as number. This one up here is formatted custom, which is the comma style that we used over here. So if we had this and this lined up underneath one another, they wouldn't line up quite right. So that's something you need to be aware of, is sometimes you get that little extra space on the end there, and that's just a default formatting option for Excel. Now we're at the top of page 398, and it says go to B11 and type 8%. And select the range from A11 to B11, which is these two cells right here. We want them to be bold, and we want them to be italic, and then we want to save our book here. Do save as, and last name underscore first name underscore 3B population growth. Hit enter or click on save. And we're at about 11 minutes now, so this is a good place to stop this video, and we'll continue with Project 3B in the next video.